Let's get an update on the situation around the country. Of course, we're going to be joined via Zoom by Vanetia Phakula, meteorologist at the South African Weather Service. Vanetia, good afternoon. Thank you for your time with us here on the SABC.
Thank you for having me, and good afternoon to the viewers.
In assessing the realities on the ground at this point in relation to the weather patterns, has anything changed since our last update?
Nothing much has changed since the last update you had with the weather service. The cold front has made landfall. The cold front is already creating very cold conditions over the Western Cape with snowfalls in the high-lying areas. And this cold front is expected to move eastwards, affecting the Eastern Cape tomorrow. And there we're expecting the snowfall to be relatively thick. Hence, we have also issued a level 6 disruptive snowfall for tomorrow, mainly over the eastern interior of the Eastern Cape for tomorrow. And then as we move towards Monday, you will see now this cold air coming through the KZN area, extending to Mpumalanga. So even on the Drakensberg of KZN for Monday, we're expecting snowfalls, and we might even see snowfalls over the high-lying areas of Mpumalanga, the southern parts.
Vanetia, thank you for that update, and perhaps also for giving us, an understanding of how long it's set to last. I think as we anticipate the cold weather, though, what are some of the tips that people should be employing at this point to stay safe and also navigate this extreme weather pattern?
I think the most important thing, especially if we look at areas where there will be snowfalls, and we need to keep in mind as well that kids are on holiday. So you might see a lot of people trying to flock to areas where we're expecting snowfalls. So they need to take a relative caution. They need to listen to the radios. They need to keep up to date with the traffic, whether it's drivable or not. Over the Eastern Cape, chances are, with the amount of snowfall that we're expecting, it might be difficult to navigate. So we advise people to stay indoors, and instead of try to go out there and see the snow, just stay indoors. In the Eastern Cape, it will be thick enough to allow you to go and explore once the system has passed. And then over the interior, because we're expecting very cold conditions, especially starting from Monday, Gauteng, Mpumalanga, Limpopo, Free State, Northwest, we advise people, if you work outdoors, it's still workable, but for the homeless people, it might be advisable for those, if there are shelters close by, to look for shelters and find a place to sleep during those cold days.
Vanetia, let me also bring into the picture animals. What should we also be doing to safeguard them over these next few days?
It's very important as well for especially the farmers to keep their livestock safely as well. And I'm not a farming person, I'm more like a meteorologist, but we always issue alerts to the farmers as well, and they know the precautions that needs to be taken. If they do not know the precautions that needs to be taken, they can also communicate with the municipalities. They can also advise what precautions needs to be taken for the animals. If they have shelters for animals, it is advisable that they get the animals into the shelters. If not, they need to communicate with the nearest municipalities so that they be advised how best to shelter these animals.
Meteorologist Vanetia Phakula, thank you for your time with us here on the SABC. Vanetia is a meteorologist at the SA Weather Service, giving us an update as we anticipate extreme weather patterns. There is a cold front that is set to sweep across the country.